What up, YouTube? It's your boy NBM back again with another one. We mixing with Waves today, man. I felt like I'd break y'all down with a few plugins from Waves, man. Like, you know, man, I've always been a Wave guy. I've been on Waves since the beginning. If this video was recommended to you, man, I appreciate y'all for coming in and tapping in and watching the video. So you can use this technique in any DAW, man. Whatever DAW you use, and just use your Wave plugins, man. And just to save time on these tutorials, I've already got the plugins loaded up. But you guys will get a nice look of what they are, and you know where to get them at. It's pretty simple. Yo, do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Hit that bell notification. That'll let you guys know when I'm dropping a video, because a lot of y'all not hitting that bell, so y'all don't know when I'm dropping. I guess y'all just stopping there randomly to see if I put something up. Before we dive into this tutorial, you already know what we gotta do, man. We gotta roll that intro. So let's get it. All right, man, so we about to get it popping, man. So we're going to first start off by playing this song, man. Y'all heard it before, man. I'm giving y'all exclusives, you know what I mean? So don't trip, man. This is good music. And, yeah, man, I'm going to be dropping this stuff, you know, sooner than later. But I just figure I use these songs for tutorials for you guys to just pick up and learn. You know, I'll be doing different music, but, you know, like I've been choosing this one because this one, like my laid back song right here. So yeah, first off, I'll play it real quick, and then I pretty much got the effects off of all these right here. So I'll be applying the wave effects to these right here, to these vocals right here, to the back and the ad-libs, and then the talk track. And then from there, we'll show you. I'm actually using 4 wave plugins. You know, like the AudioTrack is like 3 plugins in one, but I don't use all 3. I use the gate normally, and I use probably the EQ that's on there. And then from there, we move to the compression, which would be the 3LA, 3A. And then we're going to move to the Pultec. You know, we got a lot of stuff we're going to be working with. So 4 plugins, man. We're going to get it done. Let's start off by playing the track. Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hitting him. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about nothing, he ain't really out gunning. Playing like they shooters, when they ain't even shooting like a free throw. No, but Mally get the buzzing with the heat though. Boom. Don't be playing with a nigga from the street. No, cause we ain't about playing. Nah, don't be playing with a nigga from the street. Cause we ain't about playing. Nah, don't be playing with a nigga from the street. Cause we ain't about playing. All right, you can see that's the non-cussing version, man. I'm actually working on that right now. So I'm pretty much going back to a lot of my songs and doing clean versions. So, you know, man, you know, not everybody want to hear the cursing and all that, which it's okay with me, man. You know, to each his own. But, you know, music is music. You do it because you love it. You know what I'm saying? So, so the very first thing we're going to do is, man, we're going to flip this joint on over to the actual mixer. Let's solo the lead verse. Man, my camera is like all in the way. And let's take it over here. Over here. All right, boom. So here go the lead verse. Like I said, I already got these loaded up. So the very first plugin we're going to play with is the AudioTrack. You're going to pull that up. And as you can see, this plugin right here, man, this is a dope plugin, bro. Like, throw this in your arsenal, man, because this is like a 3-in-1 plugin. You got your comp, you got your gate, and you got your EQ. So you can pretty much, you know, work on your EQ, work on your surgery right here, man, and then come over. But what I like to do is first, I'll play the verse. I like to use the gate plugin first, so we'll pull up the gate a little bit. With this one, you don't have to do it too much. As you know, with gate plugins, you don't want to use a lot, because then you'll start losing a lot of clarity in your vocals. Everything will start fading away. I'll show you. Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hitting him. Aye.
And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now a man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about nothing, he ain't really out gunning.
All right, so I like it around 52. Now remember, if you push this thing way up here, this is what you're gonna get.
Whole squad pull right long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up.
So you definitely don't want to overdo this plug-in. Do not overdo this plug-in because you'll start losing your vocals. Everything will start fading away. So use this lightly. You know what I'm saying? With this one, use it real lightly. Other gates, you can kind of smash them. I don't know. You know, it's just a little different with the other gate plug-ins. But this one definitely dope. But I don't use the compressor in this one. Sometimes I do if I just want to. I don't want to use too many plug-ins. But I don't really like using the comp in this one. It's okay. I find it to be all right. Not nothing exciting or nothing like that. So then we're going to actually go over here, turn the first band on, and then EQ. And we're going to roll off 100, which the 100 is already rolled off. But if yours is like this, you can just type in 100. Boom, let's play it.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up in the mall with a click big.
And like, remember, you don't want to roll off too much in the low end because you'll start getting that telephone effect. Check it out.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up in the mall with a click big.
So you definitely want to roll off about 100. And like I said, EQ is good surgery, man, because you can take out a lot of problematic areas. You know, a lot of unwanted noise in the room. You can start kind of cutting a little bit. And then, like I said, around 250, you know, 200, 250 is where mine kind of be. I believe a lot of people's is. You know, then what you want to do is take this to about 203, whatever, 200. And then we can actually open up that band a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll take it to about like 4.0. And then let's activate this band. And then we're going to take the gain down some. Let's take it down to 2.0.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now a man looking at me.
Very dope plug-in, man. Very dope plug-in. And then we're going to go over to number 3. We're going to take number 3 to around 350. To the frequency around 350. Another problematic area. And then let's bring this down. I say to about like 4. I don't want to do too much with this one. Like, the thing about EQing is you don't want to add too much EQ because you don't want to start thinning out your vocals. You want to keep your vocals thick. So let's turn the gain down on this one a little bit. I'll do about 2.5. Let's see.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye.
And that's fine. And then last but not least, number 4, we can take that to 500. Take the frequency to 500. And with this one, I'm not going to roll the Q down none. I'm going to leave it at 6. And I'm just going to drop this down to about like 2.0. Around here, which is fine.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up in the mall with a click big.
Cool, and I like that right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it with this plugin right here. And then, like I said, you got the output right here where you can boost it up a little bit. Now I think I must have turned this up some. This should be at 0. Let me play this.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spalding with it. My line quick calling, be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing.
And as you can see, man, I always have my vocals to like around -12, 11. Even sometimes it may touch like, yo, wow, my camera is about to overheat, man. So I'm going to stop this and fix it. Now, we left off at with AudioTrack plugin. All right, cool, man. So we moving on to the next plugin. So now what I want to do now is I actually want to throw a compressor on there. So the compressor we're going to be using today is the CLA3A. The CLA3A. And you know, and it's a two knob compressor, which is pretty dope, straight to the point, real easy to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to play it. Now remember, do your compression when the beat is going. You don't want to compress the vocals like without the track. You actually want to blend it together. So therefore, what I'm gonna do now is that I got the gain on. The gain is past 5 a little bit. Usually it starts right here, so I just take them both from starting right there. Now with these two knobs, man, you got your gain, which you can actually turn the vocals up a little bit, and then you got your peak reduction, which does the compression, which actually start taking out the transients in the vocals. So all those little high peaks you see in your vocals are transients. This the reduction, what it does is reduces the transients, bring them all the way down to an even level to where everything can kind of be smooth flowing together. You know, you won't be hearing a lot, you know, peaking going on in your verse and stuff like that. So that's what we use this for. So I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna start dialing in.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click, B. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks, B. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about nothing, he ain't really out gunning. Playing like they shooters. Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long.
And I like mine to touch around like -5 or just a little bit past -5, maybe touch a 7 just a tad bit, which, you know what I mean, it's not going to hurt it. You ain't squashing it. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing with that right there, man. So remember, when you're using a peak reduction, just pay attention to the meter and make sure you're hitting around -5. You don't want to go over that. You don't want to hit 20 or nothing like that because then you completely just tow the verse up. So that'd be a bad thing. So yeah, that's the compressor I use, man, is the CLA3A. Man, we got a lot of Wave plugins to get into, man. We're going to be doing some mixing this year, dog. We about to really get your mixes sounding good. We're going to get you bumping and going, man. Be like straight up, man, I'm about to start putting this music up so you guys can hear it in your car, man. I'm thinking about just uploading a song and just letting you guys just play it in the car so you guys can see how it really sounds in the car, how crazy it bumps, you know what I mean? So you can get to that level also. I'm going to close that off. So the next thing I want to use is I want to use the EQ, so we're going to use the Pultec. Boom. And then with this plug-in, man, we just want to add a little clarity to the vocals. Now, some of y'all mics may have a boost in the high end already that may have, you know, a lot of good clarity going on with the top end of your part. You know, that's all the way at the end, you know, to where it gives it a nice, I don't know, man, I can't explain it. It's like clarity, you know, clarity. Like basically give it a boost on the top end a little bit to where to bring your vocals out a little bit. Like I don't boost the mids unless I'm fighting with some type of track that got a lot of bass in it or something, man. So I like to keep this at 100. I like to take the bandwidth right here to like about 2.0. And then with the high frequency, this is what we're going to be using. We're going to be using the high frequency because that's what we're going to boost. So I like to turn this up. I like to turn this up to about 10 or 12. I'll put it on 12 for right now, but if I feel like it's too much, I'll take it down to 10. And then we're going to play it and we're going to do a little boosting. So the only knob I may use a little bit of this, about 1.0. And that's about it. I don't mess with this at all. And then this is the knob that we're going to be using right here. Is this knob right here. Only this knob. I don't use anything else but this knob and this knob. So let's boost it up a little bit and see what we like.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click, B. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks, B. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about nothing, he ain't really out gunning. Playing like they shooters.
Now you can see that started boosting them vocals a lot better, man. So that's what you definitely want to do. So that start getting you up over that beat, start getting you to ride that beat a lot better, man. It's giving it a little boost in the high frequency range. So with that being said, what I like to do now is right after this. Now see the thing, and another thing about this plugin is that when you use it, you don't hear the syllables as bad as you do with other EQs. Like, the T's and the S's be pretty harsh. So it's not that harsh to me right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that out. And then I'm going to rush over here and go to one of my other plugins, my go-to plugins, which is the DPR 402, which has a great de-esser in it, man. And I believe it cleans up the vocals also. To me, it sounds very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the frequency up to about 5, like 5.6 or so, around here. Around there is fine. And then from there, all we're going to mess with is the de-esser. So we're going to boost the de-esser until we start seeing that gain reduction hit and we start seeing them S's and T's taken out a little bit. But don't do too much because you don't want to mess it, because this can destroy the top end of your vocals. So check it out.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about nothing, he ain't really out gunning. Playing like they shooters, when they ain't even shooting like a free throw. No.
And that's fine right there. I like it right there. So we're going to roll with that right there, man. Like, I'm trying to zip through this, man. I got this Canon R5, man, and this camera, like, man, I'm definitely going to grab another camera. Don't get me wrong, though. The camera is really clean and it's dope, man, but all that overheating shit is for the birds. So now that we got that, so the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to the reverb, and I'm not going to use the reverb that's inside of Ableton right now. I'm going to actually use the Manny reverb, which is a pretty dope reverb. And for rap, I like to use plate. Rap, I like to use plate, and then R&B, I like to use hall, or maybe room sometime. And then the only thing with this is I just want to get the pre-delay right. I'm gonna leave the time where it's at. I just want to get the pre-delay right. So what I do to get the pre-delay right, I like to go to Marcy. I believe it's Marcy. Is it Marcy? I think that's what it is, man. Reverb. Man, it's usually in my music by Marcy. Yeah. So you do MU. Here it is. So it's musicbydarcy.com. This is where I go. So in order to get my pre-delay time, what I normally do is, because that's all I need right now is a pre-delay time. So what I do is I go to the tempo of the song, which is 101, and then I'm going to go back to marcyby.com, and then I'm going to take that to 101. And to get my pre-delay time, I'm going to do the 132. So my pre-delay time is 74. So in here, I'm going to take this to 74. That's all I want to set. And I'm going to put it on plate, and then we're going to roll from there. And then with that being said, too, I'm going to add a HEQ. And then I'm going to actually, let's not get to that right now. Let's play it real quick.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about.
And that's fine for me right there. Like, I don't like too much reverb, because remember, when you're making a beat, you're adding reverb to the hi-hat, you're adding reverb to the snare, clap. You know, whatever you're putting reverb to, you don't want it to clash with the vocal reverb. So remember that. And then let me hear that again. 35.
Whole squad pull. Whole squad.
We got a little remix going. So now what I'm gonna do is with the EQ, I'm gonna cut off some of this low end, take some of that bass out of it. So I'm gonna hit the high pass filter. Take that to about 500. boom. I'm gonna take this one, take the low pass, take that one over here a little bit, not much. Let's play it.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney.
So what I did with this vocal is I kind of went for a vintage sound because of the track is just so mellow and cool. You know what I mean? Something you can ride, blow to, whatever you do, you can do that. And then as far as my EQ goes, so that's the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add an EQ. Now you know with the EQ, man, I like the H delay, man, one of my favorite wave delays. So now remember when your song is at like 101 at a 101 tempo or 110, maybe 115, around that I like to use a quarter note. So boom, turn it on BPM. And I'm not gonna mess with the high pass or the low pass because that's gonna start adding kind of like of a telephone effect to it. I like to do that manually with something else if I want to do that. And then I'm gonna keep the wet at 100, turn the analog off, and then let's play it.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hit name. Aye. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots at the shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now a man looking at me like he wanna act funny.
And that's dope. And see what I like about adding a little bit delay to the song, man, is it's like a filler. It kind of fills up everything. It brings that vocal out also. So I like that. So that's the delay I use. Now remember, man, you can make this as a vocal chain if you're on Logic, anything like that. Just save everything I'm doing and then save it as a preset, and then you're cool. And that'll be like a cool vocal chain for you, man. Like this little vocal chain I'm using right now is a real smooth, dope vocal chain, man. And it's easy and simple to do. That's how I try to make my tutorials for you guys, so you guys can get some good music. I don't try to make it complicated to where I'm explaining shit and you don't understand. I like for you guys to understand me as well. So from there, we got the delay, we got the reverb. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start pasting these to our doubles and stuff like that. So I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go to this one, paste. And then as you paste these, go inside of your EQ and bump that down to 2.0. We don't want all our EQ sound the same. Actually, take it to like 1.5. That's even cool. So now copy this one because that's what the rest of the backups and the doubles are going to be as well. So we're going to go here. Did I copy it, bro? I don't think I copied it. Let me see. I don't think I copied it. I think I did. See, I be forgetting. Then we're going to paste it here. These are your These are your backups. These are your backends. Yo, use your panning, man. Panning is your friend. Boom, man. Left to right, fill your vocals up, make your vocals thick. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna add the same thing here. I'm gonna add the same thing here. And I believe this is my talk track. And then we're gonna get to that, what I do with that. So we're gonna add that there. And then let's cut these on.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks big. If a start hating, hands hitting it.
And then don't forget to turn your reverb up on these. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't add too much to these. I just add enough. I add enough delay. I don't add too much because you don't want to clutter it. I just add enough. You know what I mean? And mixing it's not tough, man. Once you get it, you got it, man. It took me quite a while, man. And, man, like, I can play my songs in cars, man, in clubs, man, and be like, yo, damn, that's bumping. Same here. All right, and then we're going to, now, for the talk track, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside of the audio track, and then I'm going to go to the low cut, and I'm gonna take that up some to make it like a telephone effect.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click, big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks, big. If a start hating, hands hitting it. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots after shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now a man looking at me like he wanna act funny. I ain't worried about nothing, he ain't really out gunning. Playing like they shooters.
Yeah, so that's what I do for the back end, man. I like to make it kind of like a telephone effect, man, and make it real cool, make it real dope sounding. And then, yeah, for my backups, like I don't use the full EQ on it. I bump the EQ down some so everything don't sound the same. You know, everything can change up and be a little bit different. And then for my lead, you know, I like to bump my lead up a little bit when it comes to the EQing, so my lead stands over my doubles, and then my talk track is kind of right above my doubles a little bit, but at the same time, you can still hear it blending with my doubles. So yeah, man, this is like a real cool little chain for you guys to use. I got a lot of chains I'm about to be using and showing you guys manually, so you guys can save these chains as it go, but it still give me videos to teach you too. So yeah. And then man, and then once you done doing all this, you know, you mixed your beat, you mixed your song, and like I said, man, always go to that master, throw that isotope on there, and turn mono on and do your thing, man. Start mixing in mono to blend everything. But this just right now, I'm just showing you guys like how to, you know, use waves to your best advantage. So.
Whole squad pulled up with the roof gone. I need big money, freeway long. Ballin' like Spartan with it. My line quick calling. Be all up in the mall with a click, big. All the homies blowing notes like Whitney. Back to back in the club with the chicks, big. If a start hating, hands hitting it. And I'ma keep it 100. Shots after shots, getting drunk with the homie. Now a man looking at me like he wanna act funny.
And remember, when you mix it, man, make sure the volume in your room is low. Everything is cool and mellow. You know, get you some plants, man, and stuff like that, man, and mix with, you know, get you some plants around you and a good environment, man, and get it going. And yeah, man, this is pretty much mixing with Waves plugins, man. I pretty much touch bases with you on everything. Like I said, I'll be giving you guys more jewels, man. I'm on it, man, so don't even trip, man. I like doing this, man. It's just, you know, things happen, man. Life happen, man, and it wakes you up, man. And then sometimes it can slow you down, too, so. You know, and I'm one of those, man, it kicks me straight in the ass like, wow. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, and that's pretty much it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, rocking with me. I appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Mixed by Malachi. Much love. Y'all take care, man, and I'm out.